That's me. All right. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to the Vboomer cast. I'm your host, Shades for Shades. I'm kidding. I'm not a host. That's my Twitch. That is my Twitch. Oh, God. I'm floundering. They're not saving me. Hi. I'm Shades for Shades, Golden Tree Variety Streamer. Welcome to the Vboomer cast. I got Sergeant Sage over here in the middle. And we got
Hello.
KirariMochizuki over there. I swear to you, I have
Hello.
not kidnapped these people. Probably.
Help me.
All right, don't worry. I've got a weapon. I've got a weapon to prevent him from kidnapping me. It's
Ugh.
okay.
That's water. Gross.
It is.
So,
It is.
welcome to the first Vboomer cast, where boomer VTubers talk about Vtubers B-tuber shit.
We're doing great. We're doing
We're
great.
doing great.
Yeah, just
So
we're
yeah.
awesome. Don't mind
Um,
us, guys. We're okay. This isn't our first rodeo, I swear.
No, it's not. But it's the first video on this channel.
Mhm.
No pressure.
No pressure.
I
Which,
agree.
if you like our content here, please make sure you check out Shades' original channel for great content.
I mean, I wasn't even going to mention that. I was just going to say
You
we
might as
live-
well. That's where the original
True,
podcasts
true.
live. If you want to catch the early days.
Oh God, it's cringe.
Yeah, but it's lovely. Craig.
It's cringe, but it's free.
Be cringe, be free.
Yes.
So yeah, if you haven't figured out by now, a minute and a half in, that we're just old VTubers who are in their 30s, talking about random shit that interests us, like YouTube monetization and not getting demonetized for swearing in the first 2 minutes of the video, which I've already done. So congratulations, that's out the window. So anyway, how you guys? How you guys doing? Comment section. Are you surprised to see us here? I didn't have any more than that. I'm just kind of freeballing until one of you juts in to kind of lead the ballroom dance around the room.
I mean, we could just let him flounder. I mean,
That's funnier
he's
to be
doing
bro.
such a
fair.
great thing. Yeah.
Bro, I was a solo streamer for like 6 years. You have no idea the depth to which I can flounder and flail around wildly to try and get someone to actually pay attention to me for long enough to get their attention and then their soul. I mean, what?
Shades used Splash. It was highly effective.
Mm-hmm.
I use tackle. You can teach a magic card tackle.
You can, but they start with Splash. And this is
Yeah.
the first episode, so you have to start with a splash.
True.
Exactly.
True.
Aha. Well, as he's passed it on, my name is Sergeant Sage. You can find me on Twitch, streaming on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. However, not
Yep.
this Monday because I have to do some yard stuff. But yeah, no, that's me.
Well, I guess that's my turn then. Hold on.
Yeah.
My name. I'm KirariMochizuki. You can just call me Rari, easier. I am an Abyssal Sea Princess, and I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. BST. See, I'm also floundering. It's fine. We're
Yes.
all
Yay.
splashing.
Well, you're a fish.
all
You're
under the
supposed to do
sea.
that.
Some of us are at home more than others under the sea, but yes.
Bro,
we're
right?
all-
So, what are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm boring
Um,
tonight. I've got tea.
I've been chugging on water today, but I have broken out a bottle of some Sunhari peach soju,
Ooh.
and it is good. Well, the strawberry is much better, but I have to finish off the peach before I can allow myself to
Oh God,
break into the strawberry.
it's spilling over. I've got a new Belgium IPA.
Oh God,
Hi.
he's got a new Belgium IPA,
Yeah.
not an old Belgium IPA, a new one.
Yeah. I mean, do they even make IPAs in Belgium? I doubt it.
I'm sure they do.
I have no
I'm
idea.
sure there's artisanal
Aren't you from Belgium?
alcohol.
No, I'm from the Netherlands.
Isn't that
Yeah,
like right
different.
next door? It's like the same
I mean,
place. You just slap a
yeah.
different name on it, right?
Yeah,
That's on the
but-
same level as
Listen.
I the only Dutch I know is Sprechen Sie Deutsch, which is not.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the same level
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I
And I will
thought
never
you were
let
from
you forget
Belgium.
that.
Listen,
Just like
listen. Only
my Dutch homies, don't let me forget that. I did it again, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Because you're Dane. No, I did it right. You're Dutch.
yeah,
Hey, I did it right. I didn't
Yeah.
call you Danish this time.
yeah. I'm proud of you. You did it.
And you were going to let me second guess myself to the point where
Yes.
I was just going to be like, yep, she's Danish.
We got to be cringe. We're boomers. That's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we gotta give him that skibbity
yeah.
gyat riz.
Oh my goodness! I tell you what, I told my
You know?
daughter the other day. I was like, your dad's got Riz playing some D&D, and she's like, Dad,
What?
that's so gross. Don't say that. I said, what? I'm running a charisma character. Riz is short for charisma. What is your problem? I'm using it correctly. And she's like, Dad, so gross. I don't want to hear my dad dribbling out brain rot. Come on. She
So
used
you-
the exact word.
I love that.
Dribbling brain rot.
So this is also kind of why I want a kid, so that way I could be like, yes, child, come and let me regale you with the tales of the metaphorical and totally fake maidens that I have seduced and fathered a child with in my tabletop based adventures. You will cringe.
Well, at that point, you would not be maidenless because you would have a kid, right?
True.
Mhm.
True, but I am currently maidenless. And since
You and me
this
both,
is-
brother,
Womp
which
womp.
is a perfect opportunity for us to just date each other. We'll get it over with.
Yeah.
you guys are really
ship it.
trying.
I ship it.
Hey, adoption is a thing, man. That way you get your pick of the litter. And as a dog, you should understand that. That's a pick of the litter joke for dogs.
Bro,
Hi,
I'm okay.
my name is Sergeant Sage, and I make dad jokes because I'm a dad.
you could find him on Twitter and in the information below. So if you feel free, if you want to cancel him,
See, this is why he wanted me to figure out my Twitter password, is so I could get canceled and actually see it.
no, so you can reply to the 17,000 tweets that we sent at you.
I think the last one I have is from 29 minutes ago, and that's your new schedule.
Huh, hey, look at that!
Hey, look at that.
Shout out to my moderation team; they really helped me out. All right, so gamers, I gotta ask,
Mhm.
why the hell does everything need a cinematic universe these days?
Money.
Ooh, yeah, money.
Did you guys see that tweet I linked you? Friday, Magic the Gathering
Yes.
cinematic universe.
Yes. Soon we're gonna have a Monopoly movie. I mean, come on,
What?
go Hasbro, let's go.
No. Say sight. Say sight. The Battleship movie was bad enough.
I don't know. I rewatched
Bro.
it 3 times.
All right.
I mean, I just had to throw something on,
Look,
and it's better background than most.
I'm gonna be honest. The boatism does not counterbalance how bad that movie truly is. I want you to know that. It just doesn't.
As a veteran, though, when they got all of those veterans into the movie, when they were bringing the old diesel battleship back online,
Oh God, yeah.
and like,
Missouri.
it was all the veterans that used to serve on it, those were actual vets, and they
Oh, right.
honored them with that part of the movie. Yeah, did you not
That's
know
pretty
that they
cool.
were
What?
actually vets?
No, I just
Yeah.
thought, bro. Yo,
That's
can we
It was
get some
it was
07s?
awesome. So they got to film on the ship that they served on that is decommissioned.
Ah,
So yeah,
Yo,
that's
can
pretty
we-
cool. I like that.
Holy crap. Can we get some 07s in the chat? Those guys are probably all gone now.
I don't know.
More than
It's
likely.
really tough to keep us veterans down. We keep on kicking after every licking.
Sage.
Mm,
Sage.
I don't want
Sage.
chicken.
Sage.
What? Yeah.
Stop talking about food. Stop segueing to food. You're making me hungry.
Mm.
Because I was like, yes, the 7 degrees of food. Licking, kicking, finger chicken.
Ooh, the
Yes,
7
finger licking
degrees of
chicken's
bacon.
good.
Kevin
Oh,
Bacon.
God, yes,
Ah.
food.
Now I want bacon.
Just had
Thanks,
dinner.
Paul.
I'm still freaking hungry anyway.
So, here is my question to you guys.
Mhm.
Is there a franchise like from your childhood that got a movie adaptation and was just like atrocious?
I would have to say, like, the original My Little Pony movie is a nightmare to watch. That wasn't part of my childhood because I didn't really watch it, but I know it exists.
Okay.
And I've seen clips and it looks crazy because they use the original pony toys as the model.
Wait,
They didn't
really?
even try to spruce them up. Yeah.
I'm concerned that you know this.
Why? I'm a connoisseur of movies and TV shows, sir. I go to pub quizzes and I rock the pop culture TV movie stuff.
Sage, just do what the rest of us do. Put your phone in your lap and act like you're looking down at your pants.
That's cheating, sir. And besides, I don't have to have a phone in my lap to look down at my pants. Just got to do it. No shame. He's trying so hard not to laugh right now, guys. I can see it in his face.
Oh, I'm burying it in a nice, slug of this. Okay. My Little Pony, though, really?
I mean, that's all I can.
Like,
really
that's
think
the
of,
best you got.
guess. As far as cringe goes, yes.
On this, my flagship podcast episode.
I mean, what do you want? Strawberry Shortcake? Do you want the Care Bear movie? Like, what do you want? Like you,
Oh my
I am
God.
older than
Care
you,
Bear
sir.
movie?
Listen,
I am older than you,
listen
sir.
here, old man. The future is now. Look, chat. That is a line from Malcolm in the Middle. Comment section. What episode is that from? If you remember it, give us a hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah. And Kiri's
hell
just
yeah.
like, what the heck is a Malcolm? Why is he in the middle?
Nah, I know what Malcolm in the Middle is. I just didn't really watch it that much.
I didn't know that they rebroadcasted that in Danish. Kiri's like, betrayal. Oh my god. Okay. So here's the deal. Did not know that you got a hold of that as like a Dutch language retranslation. What does that sound like?
I mean, it doesn't get dubbed; it gets subtitled.
Yeah, just like our Japanese anime stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Like,
did you have? Okay.
It's gonna sound
Oh,
really
God.
weird, but we're not the Germans. We don't dub everything. The
You know what else
Germans
was-
dub everything.
There was a Care Bears 2, by the way, movie. A
Wait,
second
what?
Care Bears movie.
Oh
Yes.
god. Stop
Yeah.
the
There's Care
shenanigans.
Bear movies, and I'm like unaware. I freaking love the Care Bears. What the fuck?
We're learning things.
There's literally a ginger kid that said in that
What?
second movie that says everything I touch will be drained of goodness and kindness. An evil ginger kid. I mean, who would have thought? As a
Isn't that
daywalker
just-
with a red beard.
Isn't that just you
I
from
can
20,
relate.
from like your no, hold on. That like 2000 Sage is mad old. Okay, look.
I'm not mad old.
You're older than me, Boomer.
Look, I'm not old enough to be your dad, so don't ask me to
Oh,
be your
thank
dad.
God. Kiri is over in the corner frantically writing that down.
My Fujoshi mind is like working
Just like,
overtime
oh,
right now.
yeah, write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
I can tell you what though, like Shades is over in that corner just going soon, 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 soon. Whereas I'm like the tall big spoon just kind of like leaning over him, like slowly, gently caressing his chin and be like, "It's okay.
I'm
It's okay."
I am literally
okay.
3 inches taller than you.
I already see
Hey,
what kind of dynamic this is.
It is a mental image. It doesn't matter how tall I really am.
Making notes.
Kiri's over there in the corner doing geometry.
Mm.
I mean, what? Okay, so, here is my cinematic universe that never should have been a cinematic universe. So it's a young adult novel series called the Inherited series by some
Never heard
kid
of it.
in Colorado. It's about dragons.
Dragons.
Okay.
Dragons, yeah, dragons.
I like dragons.
Right? So the premise of it is this kid lives in the middle of like he lives in the middle of Colorado or in Utah, in Mormon country. Congratulations, this is now banned in Utah. Anyway, no, so he the middle of nowhere, and like the whole thing is he's out hunting. He's like a 2-day walk from anywhere, and to put it into perspective, how long a 2-day walk is, that's like 60 miles, give or take. I'm sorry, like 100 kilometers.
Okay, fair enough.
So, and just like, whoa, magic happens, and he's hunting a deer, and right as he goes to, like, throw an arrow at it, this round stone appears in the middle of like this clearing full of fire, and then he takes it back to his village. It's like this whole cool thing. Like young adult me, as like a teenager, I was all over this because I was like, yeah, dragons, cool. And like, it does the stereotypical dragon thing where, like the dragon's a person and can talk to you. And like you can do magic now because because you bonded with the dragon. And they had one movie that released. It's called Aragon.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I think I've seen that.
I did not. I thought the movie Aragon was based off a book called Aragon and not based off of the books you just mentioned.
Yeah, so the first book was called Aragon.
Okay.
It's sitting over here on my shelf. Like literally arm's reach. Like a hardback copy from like 2006. And they butchered that whole movie. They had halfway decent actors, and then they just completely were like, oh, so we're gonna read the Wikipedia synopsis of this, and I'm sure it's fine, right? They made the dragons have feathers. They made like the primary villains be like some weird shadow people instead of like weird eldritch bug things. They essentially cut out plots. They made armor that looked terrible, and it did so bad. This was going to originally be a trilogy.
Yeah, I remember hearing
They
that.
canceled. They canceled all of them.
Eesh.
Like,
Yeah, like I never read any of the books, and I didn't actually watch the movie. But people that I know that were huge fans of it were so disappointed in the movie
oh god,
that
you have
it
no
turned me
idea.
off from even watching it. Like,
Don't. This is on par with how bad Avatar: The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan was.
aren't they remaking that into a movie?
Wait again.
What?
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
I was about to say, who the hell let him out of his cave?
Dude, he's good for a lot of things. That was not one of them. I like a bunch of his other stuff.
I'm sorry, Ong. That's not a good idea.
That movie was so bad.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Mm.
Oh my god. Bro.
Yeah, Legend of
I
Aang: The
can't.
Last Airbender, 2026.
No.
But it's an animated film. It's not a live
Oh,
action.
thank
so
God.
we got
Okay.
that going for
Wait,
us.
why
Okay.
isn't it animated? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm sure it's fine.
So they're trying to create a bridge between The Last Airbender and
Kora?
Kora. Yeah, that's Kora. I've got it on my shelf. I don't know why I didn't just look over at it.
Well, you want to know the best way to do that?
So they're doing adult Aang. So Aang is an adult. in this
So like
movie.
kind of an in between.
Yeah, like a bridge, which I
Hmm.
think they needed
Alright.
to do anyways before they came
Yeah.
out with Kora.
Hot take. You want to know how they can do that?
I'm listening.
By
I'm
pretending
practically all
Kora
ears.
didn't exist.
No,
Mm.
Kora was
I'm
good.
I'm
I
sorry.
liked Kora.
Kora was
I-
okay.
I
It
still haven't
presented-
finished it.
It presented its own different issues. It also got into the history of how benders in the
Yeah.
Avatar were
Yeah.
created.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
it revealed a whole bunch of stuff that brought volumes to the first one. I think the first
Mm.
one was now better because of the second series.
Okay, but hear me out. But Kora literally was so mid that it was sad. I'm sorry, Avatar, master of all four elements, inherently good at everything, Aang, and then you have Kora.
Aang wasn't always good at everything.
No, I was
He had
gonna
to- he
say
had to
he like
learn.
stumbled a
Yeah, he
lot.
stumbled
okay,
a lot.
Okay, but here's the deal though. He did not stumble as much as Kora has ever stumbled in my life.
Now, so Aang was, I would say, like 11, 12, 13. He was like really young
Yeah.
teen, right?
Yeah.
Korra is like 16, 17, 18, maybe even 19.
Yeah, so
It's
what's
going to
she
be
been
way
doing?
more awkward at that age
What
than
has
it
she
is going
been
to be at
doing?
the 12, 13. What do you mean? She's been
Was
they
a
kept her at
very
the water
mid
tribe.
waterbender at best.
That's because she was like built like a truck. She didn't care about waterbending. She wanted
Bro,
to like
here's the deal. Maybe I'm
fist
just
fight.
spoiled.
She was a brawler.
Maybe I'm
You are
just spoiled because we saw Katara. Katara was a master, and she was great. And then we had Sokka, and Sokka was great at fighting.
Sokka was
And I'm just like, And here's Kora. Get out.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's just like I couldn't stay into it. I watched all of it because at the time, my ex was really into it, and I was like, "Yeah, that's cool, sweetie. Girl power and all that.
Oh,
Huzzah, huzzah!"
So I can see the reason why he actually doesn't like it. Okay,
No,
I
it
see this
was
now.
boring. Hey,
I see now.
throw rocks at you. I'll do it.
Don't be naughty. Do not be a naughty boy. Do not throw rocks.
Okay, Kirari,
Yeah.
I gotta know. What is your one cinematic universe that you wish could be deleted from existence forever?
Honestly, like I don't really watch a lot of like movies and stuff,
Okay.
or like the first thing that comes to mind
Yeah.
is I don't know Exorcist or Blue Exorcist.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the first season of Blue Exorcist went like the anime original way
Mhm.
at one point, and I did not like that because that was like it was one of the few mangas that I was reading at that point,
Okay.
and they didn't go the way of the manga, or like they did like a filler or whatever at the end of
Mhm.
the first season, and I was like, I
Yeah.
hate this.
Oh no. So they Full Metal Alchemist did it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think they've got
they
like a
did.
new season either running right now
Rough.
or had recently.
Recently, I believe, because I
Yeah.
saw things for it. I haven't watched it myself. I just keep reading the manga.
But like the manga's great, but I just kind of like checked out with the anime because I was like, I don't want to FMA this again. Like, good.
I still have not sat down and watched Brotherhood at all.
Well,
Brotherhood is
What?
so good.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
my
only watched
God.
the first one
Yes.
they came out with.
It's so good.
Comment section. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Full Metal Alchemist? We're gonna
I
start
haven't
a
even
war.
seen Brotherhood, but
We're
from
gonna
what
have
I've
our comment
heard,
section
Brotherhood is a
banned.
lot better because
Oh
it
God,
sticks
it
closer
is.
to the
God, yes,
to the
it
books.
does. Bruh.
I love
All right.
Brotherhood.
So we're fairly cultured anime nerds here, right? Or manga nerds?
I'd say so.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I'd say so. I mean, I literally have an app on my phone that I read manga from every day. I'm watching anime as it's coming out simulcast with Japan. I mean,
Ooh.
I'd say
All right,
so.
bet. So, that being said,
Yes, lead us.
oh God. Okay. What's your like, comfort kind of like wholesome, like, oh, this carries me through the day kind of anime?
Are you talking like genre wise
It's just like a show.
or show? Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely Complex, without a doubt.
Um,
You're gonna
I've
need to
rewatched
elaborate
Lovely
more.
Complex so many times. It's just
Elaborate.
like elaborate. It's just a romance comedy.
Okay.
Where the girl is like taller than the guy.
I've watched that.
All right,
Yes,
I'm
I was
down.
trying to think
It's-
before I
I'm down.
remembered it. It's so good.
It's so good. Like
So what do they do?
like it has some drama moments as well. But like
Mhm,
they
it
start
does.
like they're always fighting with each other at first because
Yep.
Okay, enemies to lovers.
Well, more like
mm.
comedic duo that doesn't get along
Yeah.
to lovers.
That's enemies.
they're
love.
always
okay,
like-
fine.
They're always
They-
riffing off each other, and everyone
Oh.
thinks they're like a comedy duo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're so good. But like
Mm-hmm.
eventually like one falls in love with the other and then the
Yep.
other one's just kind of like, I don't know, man. And
Mhm.
it's a
Okay.
show that like I have seen so many times. I know exactly what happens in every episode at this point.
So when you going
But if I'm
into
having
that,
a bad day, I will put it on.
when you going in for that official diagnosis there?
I'm definitely of the romantic comedy genre myself. Oh God, I still have the manga.
All right, but pick
but I
one.
have some of the
Pick
anime.
one.
Love Hina
Yes.
by Ken Akamatsu, who also came out with Negima.
That the one with the
Was-
weird robot girls?
Wait, what? I mean, it does technically have a robot girl in Negima,
Yeah.
but Love Hina does not have robot girls.
I'm thinking of Chobits. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Chobits, not Chobits.
You know what?
CHO,
Just for that,
Cho-
they're
Cho-
called Cobbits
Chobits.
now. Congratulations. I exist
What?
to watch
Just
the
drop
world
the
burn.
C. The C is silent.
Nope,
Just call them
Cobbits.
hobbits. Just call them hobbits. Just yeah,
They're Cobbits
no.
now.
They're
Hairy
comments,
feet and all,
okay.
baby.
Oh my god.
Hobbits have hairy feet. That's the joke. But no, I love Hina. As a matter of fact, Love Hina was my first introduction to anime and manga.
What's it
altogether.
about?
Ooh.
It's about this Kentaro who is trying to get into Tokyo University.
Okay.
And he goes to work at an inn
Yeah.
/ hot springs that his grandmother owned because his grandmother was going
Sage,
traveling.
we can't talk about
But-
that kind of manga here.
But the grandmother,
Holy
the
shit!
grandmother, was leasing the place out as a girls' dorm for girls living on their own, and so he becomes basically the guy that runs the place. And hijinks ensue. This was early 2000s anime,
Ah,
so like all
okay, so
cards
you
were off
could-
the table.
You could never get away with this today.
Nope. I mean, you can probably, to be fair.
You probably could.
There's plenty of like crappy harem anime right now.
There is.
There's
This
always been
would
crappy harem
technically.
anime.
I wouldn't consider this a harem anime because he was only ever interested in the one girl,
Yeah.
and he
Oh,
only
okay.
got together with one girl. However, they did bring in the non-biological sister that was in love with him at one point, like in the second season.
Yep, this is
After-
early 2000s anime.
After the first couple was already established, after the main couple was established, the sister was just like, "You're not good enough for him. I promised my brother that I would marry him when we were older," sort of deal, because she was that much younger than him. Kind of like how like little girls are just like, "Dad, I'm gonna marry you when you get older." But I mean, it's you don't really treat it that way.
Just
That's how
like
it was
my
treated in the
cultured
show.
animes.
That's just how it was treated in the show too. Was hey, we were pretending when we were kids. We were playing house, like.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good.
All right, so you know what mine is? Your
I've
Lie
read-
in April.
I don't think I've watched that one. I've heard it.
I've
never
still
watched
not
it.
finished that. I
You know,
really
like
need to go back
Shades,
to
why
that
is
because
that?
I want to cry.
You're like, Shades, why is that? Because the stupid shit dies in the end, and it's not obviously broadcasted by episode 5. So I'm just like, yeah, we'll watch the first 5 episodes. And I'm like, yes, she's got cancer. She's going to die. Spoiler alert!
Yep, over here spoiling stuff.
I'm kidding. My
He,
real...
he should have said spoiler warning beforehand, before he said
Well,
anything.
Your Lie in April's like a 9-year-old anime at this point, right?
I suppose. But yeah,
It's
somebody
an old
hears the
anime.
name of it, and they're just like, oh, maybe I want to listen to that. And you're just like, yeah, episode 5, cancer. Now they're just like, well, now there's no point.
No, like,
now there's no
here's
point.
the deal. Here's the deal. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't need to watch more than 5 episodes because, like, in between, like, you know, the main character is already a sob story. Like, you know, his mom is just horribly abusive and crazy. Like, literally, you know, Shirley Temple's him, essentially. And you're like, what is Shirley Temple? Comment
Delicious.
section.
That's what Shirley Temple
Comment
is.
section. Shirley Temples are good, but look up what Shirley Temple, like the 40s actress, his
Yep.
mom did to her.
Yep.
Horrifying. And then he meets this girl who's like, oh, well, you should play anyway. And this is after his mom dies, and it's just like, wow, she's really cute. She's kind of nice. And then she passes out randomly, and then it's like, oh, so I'm in the hospital. And then she like passes out again, and then she's in the hospital for longer by episode 5 or 6, and you're like, oh, she's gonna die of cancer. I'm
Right,
kidding.
Roller coaster.
Anybody else have any other animes? I want to get off the
I am
depressing one.
kidding. I am kidding, by the way. My true comfort anime, Steins Gate. And you're
Ah,
like,
It's on my
Shades,
list,
that
too.
one is
I
worse.
haven't watched it.
Oh, so he hasn't watched it. Okay, Kirari,
It's so
episode
good.
12 at 13
What
minutes.
happened? What happens in episode 12 again?
This
You know
dude's
what
got the
happens.
timing
Why
down
does
on
my watch
everything.
not work?
Ah,
Right? right?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
like everyone's like, oh, it's such a slow burn. I'm like, just watch it till episode 12. You'll understand
It's
it.
so
And-
good.
Oh my god!
Play the game. It's
So,
even better.
I have not.
So
I
good.
have not. That's
Yeah.
a double negative, sir. Like,
Oh, okay. So I have it. I haven't played it because, like,
Ah. Mhm.
I don't know.
so it was not I have not. It's
Yeah.
I have it. I have not
Yes.
played it.
Look,
Gotcha.
look. Yes, I have the game.
Are you sure
haven't
English
played it.
is your first language, sir?
English.
Bro, I wish it wasn't. It would make it very easy to consume Japanese media.
Eh.
Mm.
I tell you what, though. I
What?
went to a restaurant the other day, and they had an eel roll that I really wanted to eat. And the lady comes up and she goes,
Oh,
"So what are you gonna have?" I was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys have unagi here, don't you?" And she goes, "Wait, what?" And I didn't think about it.
Ooh,
I
what
hear
now?
eel as unagi all the time. Unagi is Japanese for eel, and I was just like, I love unagi. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh, I'm
Unagi?
sorry, eel roll." Ooh, you.
Unagi.
Oh, okay. Okay. So for real though, Steins Gate's definitely not one of those. It would totally have to be.
I think he's just going down his list. That he
Yeah, yes.
Like, at
Yeah,
this point.
I'm going down my list of anime to make me feel something, so I don't just feel dead inside.
That's me with like literally every key show. Planet,
Right?
Lil Busters, Angel Beats.
Yeah, right. And I think that's what
Grab-
we.
Just grab my heart and just tear it out and just squeeze it, please.
And I
Thank
think
you.
that's what we bonded over. By the way,
Yeah.
like the reason why we became friends is because, like, literally, I was in Kiri's stream one day, and she's like, "Bruh, I'm having a bad day. I should probably watch Steins Gate." I'm like, "Bruh, but have you considered?" And I listed out a couple others, and she's like, "No, I haven't." And I was like, "Oh, but what about this?" And then I listed a manga that is truly awful. You're like, why is it truly
It just
awful?
keeps getting worse and worse, chat.
You're like, why is it
worse and
truly
worse.
awful? So
See, this is why you're a Sunsun. This is exactly why.
oh,
You like
throw
the
this
dark
into
stuff.
you. No, so it's called My Atypical Girl, and it's about this guy who's probably got autism, living alone in Tokyo. He writes manga, and then one day he just has this chick show up at his house. Okay, and pause for dramatic effect because I didn't get the intended
I
result.
was wondering where you were going with this. I didn't
Yes.
realize you were like stopping for dramatic. effect.
Dramatic pause. And then she's like, "Yeah, this
I
is
have
how I found
dramatic
you."
pause.
So,
Just saying.
so she's like, "Yeah, this is how I found you," and it's like this whole thing, and he finds out that she's really autistic, right? Like it. Look, if you know someone on the spectrum, or have someone on the spectrum in your life, or are someone on the spectrum in your life, read this cautiously because it opens some doors that you don't want to open, but oh my god, you need to open it.
He's
I'm
like,
not-
don't do it, but do it.
Yeah, don't do it, but
do it anyway.
So,
Do it.
yeah, my
Don't
comfort
smoke
anime.
these drugs. Just do it.
Hey, not like that. Look, kids, stay in school.
Hey,
Comment
hey,
section.
I
Stay in
tell you what,
school.
anime and manga is my drug. I can
Oh,
tell
I
you that
agree.
for sure. The dopamine hits I get from reading and watching anime is just ridiculous.
Right?
Mm.
And that's why I don't do a lot of it because I kid you not, I will be up till, I swear, 3 a.m. every
It's-
night just watching.
It's the one more syndrome.
Yeah,
I can do one
yeah.
more. I can
What
do
did
one
I
more.
binge the other last month? I had like kind of like a binging streak
Okay.
where I think I like just binged the whole of like Heaven Official's Blessing in
Never
one
heard of
go.
it.
Okay.
Or actually, it was season 1. But like I don't take the blame for that one because every episode ended with like a cliffhanger. And it was just like, okay, well now I want to know what happens. So I just put the next episode. I gotta know.
Oh, okay. Here's a fun question. If you could get a
Yeah.
tattoo from an anime, what anime would you get a tattoo from?
Fate.
Fate, like Fate Stay Night, Fate Order, all that stuff. Okay.
I'd get a command seal.
Oh, okay. Command seal. What about you, Shades?
I love how no one's going for like the stereotypical. You know what? I'm gonna go for the stereotypical. Just straight up a womb tattoo.
You would get that? That'd be hilarious.
Taking notes.
Chat. If you send
Look,
this man money, let's start a fund to
no,
get him a womb tattoo.
that is not happening.
Womb tattoo.
I will throw bottles at you. I swear.
I'm
As
taking
a
notes.
joke. So no. What I would do
Do
instead?
you see, Kirari, why I'm the big spoon and he's
Yeah.
the spoon?
I hate it here.
I saw his eye twitch too.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
So okay,
So-
is that your realistic anime tattoo that you
oh,
get,
fuck
or
no.
is it something else?
No. So Edward Elric's transmutation circle.
That's pretty cool. You
I
guys
like
are
that
getting
too.
symbols.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put like a friend of mine has a lot of like anime tattoos, but like actual characters. I think that's, for me personally anyway, I think it's a bit too much.
Oh, okay. I am too much apparently.
So
I have Yoko from Tengen Toppan Gurren Lagann on my arm.
Fair enough.
In her bikini.
I approve.
Yeah,
approve.
I do.
Double checking.
yeah.
Well, no. I had to make sure she's still wearing the shorts, so it's the shorts with the flame bikini top with the skull ornament in her hair that I love so much.
Oh my god, yes.
I love that skull ornament in her hair. I was actually at a convention a couple of years ago, and somebody was dressed up as her, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have a tattoo. We need to take a picture." It was great.
All right, that's cool. I'm not gonna
I like
lie.
that. Mm-mm.
I'm not kidding though. Like the alchemy circle. That is what it is.
Pretty cool. I think my
like that.
sister has the fairy tale tattoo that Natsu has for the
Hey,
showing that the
yes.
guild thing. My sister got that because girls that grow up in anime tend to want husbandos, and it started with Black Butler and then it became Natsu. So
The
Not me,
early
not me, my
days of
sister.
husbandos.
they weren't my husbandos.
Mm.
Speaking of which, Black Butler is still coming out with stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, like they
is-
have like a
amazing.
whole new
What?
series going.
Yeah, they got a new series. I think it's like the Witch of something. Thought I
Yes.
remember seeing it.
I still need to watch it.
Okay, hey,
'Cause they
back
already-
to tattoos. I changed my answer.
Hold on. We'll get back to that in a second. They already had one. Obviously, CL and his butler, demon, blah blah blah.
Bastion.
And they had Sebastian.
Yeah, sure,
yes.
we'll go with that.
And then they brought into the original series another kid, a blonde-haired kid, who also had a demon, and they were fighting each
Eloise.
other.
And
Eloise.
When
forgot the
does
butler's
real
name.
CL
See-
show up?
And then, is this spoil? No, this has been out forever. CL is actually
Bro,
is
this has been out
actually a
since
demon.
2012.
Is
I hope
actually a
it's-
demon now himself.
Oh, okay.
he's eternally a child. But
Yeah,
this
that's
one, it
not
almost
creepy at
seems
all,
like
but okay.
it almost seems like the witch is also another person that's contracted with a demon. So we're gonna have another battle between contractors, I guess.
Mhm.
Why am I forgetting? Okay, my man crush from that is the red-headed Shikigami
Grell.
with the chainsaw. Grell, yes,
Yeah.
No, I love Grell. Grell is like
Comment
I'd rather go
section.
out on a date, and then he would
Comment
murder me.
section. These two don't know how to call out the comment section for comments, but your favorite Black Butler character, go. Don't know what Black Butler is? Go look it up. Don't tell your
Recommended
parents I
watch,
told you to do
mind
it.
you.
You will be judged, by the way. Heavily.
So
You will.
okay,
I mean-
so are you heavily judging me on my Grell pick? Is there
No,
something?
I
Yes, I
appreciate
am.
that. Grell's awesome.
Yes, I am. I am judging because you could have picked
I'm
the freaking Undertaker guy from the anime, who is really just the king of all reapers.
I do really like him too.
or there's those out there that are after the werewolf boy. I forget what his
Mhm.
name is.
For
That was
legal
really
reasons, I am going to deny and disavow any affiliation with this to beat the furry allegations, chat.
Look for your allegations. We're Therians here.
Oh my god, you sound just like my YouTube. This is why I stopped playing War Thunder.
There's nothing wrong with it.
But they kept bitching about it and telling me I was bad.
That sounds
And
like
I
a
was
them
like,
problem,
that
but not a
sounds
you
like
problem.
a you problem. And also, it's kind of funny that you know what a Therian is and I didn't before you even came in the channel. Sorry.
Me?
No, so
Well, I
like,
mean, there's
this is a story. Do we have time for this? Yes. Do you guys want to hear a story about why I stopped playing War
Sure.
Thunder?
Over.
sure.
So, Chad, if you don't know War Thunder, it's made by Gaijin Entertainment. Gaijin, hey, what's up? How's it going? Make more boats. So that way you can handle my uber autism. I mean, what? So I would randomly post like random flight clips and stuff like that. And one of them hit the mainstream with like 5K views. And suddenly I'm just like 60 comments deep going, hey, you should probably go horrible things. We all say horrible things. And I'm like, bro, what the heck? And they were like, oh wow, it's another furry. Go. And you know, I was like, okay, great. This isn't something I haven't been told before. Oh no. Anyway, now my only problem with this was not that they were calling me horrible names and making fun of me, but YouTube's backend was so ass at moderating that it took me like 2 hours to fix it. I didn't know what a Therian was. I started looking up what a Therian was, and I was like, oh, this is just a fancy way of saying furry, ain't it? And the internet was like, oh, yes, it is. And we're like, ah,
It is.
yes.
It is a tier. It is a tier, not. Now, I would not consider Therians to be furry, because if that's the case, then every anime that's ever had a cat girl in it is just a furry anime, and that's not it. My brain will not allow that.
And that's
Isn't
what
there like
I
a whole
countered
like
with.
scale somewhere?
There is.
There is a scale. There is a scale.
Furry scale.
There
Mhm,
is.
I'm pulling up the furry scale right now.
And I countered
'Cause
with
wh- 'cause
that,
why
and
not?
then people got very upset. Because I was like, whoa, wow, this is funny. How do you know all of this? And then they were like,
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Just embrace it.
Who cares what they think? So,
bro, right?
so they've got Oh, I would say you're a human structure with some.
Yeah.
You have ears and a tail.
Yeah.
Like, right. Because humans have canines, so you can't say that your sharp pointed teeth are animal-esque. Everyone has them.
Yeah.
Um.
These are a little
So-
longer though, because I'm a vampire.
So you would fall on this scale just before the furry line.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. After that, borderline furry is animal structured, hands and nose, long pure human shape, or losing pure human shape. So like, I am wearing gloves with paw pads on it, so my
Okay.
hands aren't actually padded or anything like that. So I don't have that. My hands are normal hands, just with very sharp nails.
Okay.
The only feature that I have is the ears. My nose is not distinctly animal at all. So and I do have a tail, but I'm not considered a furry. I would be considered a Therian, which is before you're furry. So you're fine. You don't even fall in the furry category.
All right, bet.
Mhm.
God damn.
Yeah. So don't worry about what they say. If you enjoy your stuff,
Oh, I didn't.
It's
It
whatever.
was literally because I had to moderate it. Because I didn't want YouTube to
Aw.
yeet my channel into the sun for being like, oh, he allows this on his channel. That's bullying. That's wrong.
I mean, couldn't you have set up an auto mod so that way if they use certain
Nope,
words,
because
that it just wouldn't show
YouTube
up?
does not do that.
Well, they should.
Weird.
You
They
have to
should,
dig
yeah.
deep into the settings for that. And even then, I just found that like a week ago.
Oh wow.
Right?
This is why I don't do YouTube.
Yeah. Welcome.
Ooh.
Welcome to
Amongst
the
other
world of
things.
YouTube.
I'll have to do YouTube eventually.
You're on YouTube
just
right now.
upload my
You best-
VODs.
I
you
don't know what you're
best-
talking about.
You best start believing
I'm
in
not a-
YouTube. You're on it.
I am disassociating right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god,
what is a tube?
bro.
It's almost just like, what is a Twitter? The future is now, old man.
What's
The
a Twitter?
future is now. Oh my god. Okay, look.
Mhm.
So, what the hell is coming across my? All right, do you guys play Marvel Rivals?
Nope.
I did for a few minutes, and then I kind of stopped because it wasn't hitting any spot that I enjoyed playing.
I'm
I
gonna
like
be-
looking at the land shark.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, Jeff.
I didn't
And
get into
Squirrel
it.
Girl with them thighs.
I didn't get into it. Because I was like, this is just Overwatch with superheroes. I'm kind of done with Overwatch.
I will say though, Venom
Yeah.
got that cake though.
You know, I was gonna kind of like,
muscle, but he got that shelf on the back. I'm just saying.
bro. I
Yeah,
was
I
kind
do
of
like
gonna, casually, just like gently bring in the Gooner shit, but like, no, I guess not.
One does not do Gooner shit gently.
No, apparently
Listen.
not. Chat, if you do that, make sure you at least use proper amounts of lubrication. If you don't know what that is, go ask your parents or the internet. But
If you don't know
I
what
will
that is,
tell you,
turn this video off.
Yeah.
but
probably-
I will
probably
tell
shouldn't have
you right now, it is not a cup of melted butter.
So,
And
do you mean
there-
clarified butter?
No, and there is no amount of Nintendo 64 cartridges that will make this better.
I don't know. Some
She
of them are
knows
worth
what
quite
the-
a bit of money.
Oh, Kirari knows exactly what fucking shitpost from 2009 I'm referencing right now, and that's why
have
she's
no
goddamn laughing so much. You can't, you know things. Oh my god. Chat, I want you to know she's probably laughing so hard that she's not coming through Discord.
Yeah, it's not picking up on the mic. Or she's muting because she's laughing so hard.
No, I think Discord's not picking it up because I'm definitely listening.
Oh, okay, but you have seen it. You have seen the
been on the
peak
internet.
degeneracy. You have seen
I've been on the internet.
you have seen the new friends boards.
I've been on the internet.
Okay, bet.
I'm lost, but that's okay.
That's okay, new
It's
friend. It's
okay.
okay.
I've got an underscore under my name.
You
so
just
it's
need to
fine for me be
understand
lost.
that moot
I'm a
is
boomer for a reason.
always. Actually, I'll get canceled if I say that. Never mind. So, anyway, guys, I was on Reddit and someone dared to have another opinion than me, so I banned him from my sub. I feel so powerful. I am great, but I'm also a 30-year-old single man. Herkadurka. Muhammad Jihad. All right,
Yours is
now
fedora
we are
backwards.
banned in like a lot of countries. But anyway, hi.
It's fine.
Well,
Those countries don't deserve you, Shades.
So I acknowledge the existence of a certain forum platform
Okay.
that I grew up frequenting. And then I acknowledged another forum platform that I grew up frequenting, but reluctantly walked away from once the moderators realized they were too powerful for their own good.
I do enjoy reading Reddit from time to time.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, that thing
Yeah.
that I sent you about the zombie outbreak happening in a certain state in a certain county that
Right.
popped up on the Zomboid, the Project Zomboid Reddit was hilarious.
Yeah, chat,
It
we
was
can't
fun.
talk about that in any further details or else we'll dox where Sergeant Sage is located.
I mean, I don't care if they know I'm in the upper Midwest. Like, honestly.
Bro, you ain't even upper
Any-
Midwest. Sit down.
Yeah, I am. Excuse
Yo,
me, sir.
Kiri,
when your
Kiri, here's
state
the
touches
deal.
a Great Lake, you're upper Midwest.
When your state touches Canada, come back to me.
Oh, nobody wants to touch Canada right now. Okay, I don't like to
Oh.
get political, but I will tell you, like, the current Canadian Prime Minister had me rolling when he goes, "We don't need America. We're going to become the world leader now." And I was just like,
I'm like, okay, buddy, where do you buy your jets
you
from?
and
Your
what
fucking bullets
GDP?
from?
you
And
you
you
and
in what Navy?
GDP?
You in
Texas
what
has
Navy?
more GDP on its own than the entirety of Canada.
Hold on.
Texas makes more money than Canada does.
So Kiri, this is like,
Hmm.
I need a very small European country.
Netherlands.
So this is like the Netherlands walking up to France and be like, "What now, old man? I'm gonna do my own shit with my own navy, and we're gonna lead the world and the EU." And then they like flash that West Side thing that Snoop Dogg does from time to time, and then they just walk away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like I will make fun of that. Yo, Canadian commenters, are you still there? Have you unsubscribed yet?
Nothing against the common Canadian, but when your parliamentary elected official, well, no, he wasn't even elected. When their prime minister stood down, he was appointed. The current one was appointed. There was no real election.
And the worst part is their current PM hasn't lived in Canada for like 10 years.
Yeah. Anyways, like, it's just hilarious. Like, riling up the people and saying that we're gonna get all the other countries to rally behind us, and we're gonna take over the shoes that America apparently doesn't want to fill. And it's just like, America's filling those shoes, sir. We're just we're just trying to get ours now.
All right. So anyway, before we get canceled,
yes, before we get canceled,
do we talk about dreadlocks?
We
already talked about dreadlocks.
Okay, we did?
Yeah.
Is that going to be on the last Vboomer cast on my channel before we move it?
Probably.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, bet. All right, we're not going to talk about it then.
I think what he's getting at is he wants to grow dreads. I think that's what it is. And he's jealous.
Yes.
He wants dreadlocks.
Okay.
He wants to be the whitest, blandest cracker with dreadlocks.
Okay, making notes for the fanfic.
Can't say it!
Okay, sorry, saltine.
That's considered...
We're not racist here. It's just funny. I couldn't think of anything other than like to describe a very pale white man.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay? These hands are rated E for everyone. I will discriminate against all of you. Yeah. You are all inferior to my superbly autistic brain. Mom, when's dinner? Mom, did you make the mac and cheese with the Dino Nuggets like I had? I'm busy, Mom.
Oh man, I almost bought 2 pounds of Dino Nuggets today.
What?
Yeah.
Why the hell? Nuggets. Hold on. We're gonna come back to this. Why the hell in the last 10 minutes do we always end up talking about food?
Because food is amazing and food brings people together.
I want you to know.
Without food, people would not have traveled to other countries. I can tell you that.
I want you to know there is a TikTok and or Twitter trend that I have not done yet on my YouTube channel for shorts, right? So you've seen the video where it's like some dude sitting there. No, it's some chick sitting there, and it's just like achievement unlocked, didn't pull out.
Okay.
And then like they're sitting there going, what does that mean? I'm like, oh shit, my bagel bites.
Yeah.
I want to do that, but like the ex-wife lore on my channel is real. So I have it. Cause I don't want like my followers on my YouTube channel to be like, oh God, is he a dad? Cause like
I'm a dad.
I know you are, buddy, but I'm not.
I love my daughter to death. But I was using protection and she was stillborn, so that just tells you protection is not always effective. Just remember, chat. You should use it, protects you from STDs, but you still have a chance to have a child.
So what the dad core is happening right now?
Son, listen, son.
You have said you're not old enough to be my father.
I told you I'm not going to be your daddy. Okay?
Kirari frantically writing down notes in the corner.
We're not going to have any birds in the bees talk.
Maybe. Don't call me out like that.
Fair. Oh my God.
How do we go from Marvel Rivals to this?
Calling a younger guy
I don't know.
Is a common thing in the,
it
South,
is.
From what I hear.
It is.
So, I mean,
it is.
Yeah. So you inadvertently circled me back around to the whole daddy thing.
It's canon.
Secretly, see, I told you, tsundere. Told you.
It's canon.
he's gonna say he hates it here, guys, but he really is enjoying this a lot.
He loves it. Frantic
And this
note
was the
writing.
last podcast on this channel.
Welcome to the first and last podcast on this channel. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, okay, but for real, chat. Like, look, here's
Yeah.
the deal. 3 boomers, they get together, we have a few drinks, we have a good time. Of course we're gonna. And
Trust
Kiri's
me, your
like,
generation isn't the only degeneration.
and
just saying.
Kiri's like, I am blind, stinking sober, old man. I will make as
Yeah,
much
I'm-
degeneracy as I want.
I'm
Yeah.
just drinking tea. I'm just a degenerate without alcohol.
Good news though, you now
Not only
keep
is she drinking
queen
the
in
tea,
ground.
she's hearing the tea from the two boys in the chat. Mhm.
Yeah.
Great.
Something's getting spilled.
We.
Frantic note writing.
Ooh, whoa.
I'm talking about tea, chat
Oh, whoa.
commenters. Calm down.
Oh, whoa.
Jeez.
Tea.
Who's letting
Uh-huh.
your mind wander? I
Uh-huh.
mean, not mine, apparently.
Sorry,
Oh,
it's me.
I'm sorry. I'm a cat. I'm aloof. I'm going to knock you guys down. It's okay.
fair. How do we get here?
Don't worry about it.
A series of fortunate events. That's how we got here.
All right,
Mhm.
bet.
We're all the better for it.
Yeah.
Comment section. What do you want us to talk about?
Yes. If you throw something in the comments, we will bring
Yeah.
it up in a discussion.
Like, what do you want
please.
to talk about?
We enjoy yapping, but if you have a
Yeah.
topic you'd like us to yap about and hear our opinions, please feel free to not
Good at
only
yapping.
put it in the comments, throw it up on Twitter.
Oh God,
Throw it
yeah.
at one of us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sage can see it now.
Yeah, I can see it now because apparently the future is now and I'm an old man.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, Kiri, I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna be nice. I've harped on him like 3 times this podcast.
Hey, if there's something I'm proud of, it's making everybody laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. All right, chat, for context, I've known this man for like 1.5 years now. Almost
2
2 years. Oh shit, has it been 2 years?
Yeah,
It's
it's been
almost
2
it is
years.
almost 2 years. Coming up
Uh-huh.
in July.
I think officially though we've been streaming together for a year because I
Yeah.
hit my stream anniversary last week.
Oh heck yeah, I did.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
I don't stream with Kiri because time zones.
Mm,
I wish I did. Pretty cool.
yeah.
We're good friends.
Time zones suck, man.
Bro, they do. You should move to America.
Mm.
No, we should move to
Pass.
the EU.
No, we had this conversation on the last podcast.
Dude, I would move to Ireland just to have Guinness, just to have true Irish Guinness.
I'm
'Cause
good.
I love me Guinness. I do.
Okay, legitimately, we
It's
have had this
delicious.
exact conversation on the last podcast, which I still have yet to highlight. I hate it here.
No, he loves it.
He
Don't let
loves
him
it here.
fool you.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
put him into the corner as a tsundere. You guys just wait. It's gonna happen.
Do not put me in air jail. I will fight you.
It's gonna be a wall slam into the corner, Shades. That's all it's gonna be.
Wait.
Okay,
are you,
left
are you
hand or
gonna
right
cop-
hand?
Wait. Are you cabedoning
I-
him though?
I'm yeah. I'm
Left
right
hand
hand.
or right
It's
hand?
It's gonna be the right hand.
Okay.
Noted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I only go for
Frantic
Which
left.
is
note-taking.
funny
Rejected.
because I wear a watch on my right hand, but normally people that
That
are
means
right-handed
you're
wear
lefty.
their watches on their left hand. No, I'm
No.
not a lefty.
What
I do
is-
everything with my right hand, but I wear a watch on my right hand because my reflexive instinct is to lift up my right hand that I use all the time to look at my watch.
I'm gonna crash out.
Wait,
Bro.
if we're boomers, are you allowed to crash out? I thought that was like the younger generation's allowance, not ours.
How do we start at trying to talk about Marvel Rivals being Gooner bait to this? That was literally 20 minutes ago.
I mean, we're creating Gooner bait of our own
Yeah.
with the.
Okay,
with
you
the-
know
with
what?
the-
Fair. Fair.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes here. I don't know about you.
Kirari's glasses are fogging up over there, guys. Be
Yeah.
careful.
Wait, hold on. Let me clean them real quick. Hold on.
Wait, they come off. Whoa.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's why I
Nice.
said we were all wearing glasses. Like mine just pop off too. Like you were the only one not you. You're the only one that doesn't have a glasses toggle there, buddy.
Okay, but here's the deal. Here is the deal. Emma Frost on Marvel Rivals has no business being that thick.
I have seen that.
actually
She is
not
pretty
seen
thick.
her
And
yet.
not-
I have not looked. Let me look it up.
And no business being that thick, and me not having a woman in my life that is that thick. You're like, Shades, what do you mean? Look, I like some handles. That's all I'm gonna say.
Handles are
Curious,
good.
frantically
Mm.
writing. What?
Frantically writing
What?
notes.
What? Handles are
Frantic-
what? Huh?
To steal some
What?
verbiage from the younger generations. Damn.
Right? Yeah, damn. Like, chat. Those are.
I do love me a curvy woman.
Chat. Though. I don't know what I can say on YouTube. Just.
I mean,
Noises work.
She's definitely got grips to hold on to.
So what you're saying is you got to get
Definitely.
down with the thickness.
I'm already down with the thickness.
Exactly. Gotta get down with the thickness.
You're like,
And
what
that's
do you
about
mean?
it's parody of Get Down with the Sickness.
Oh, I know.
From,
I know.
Okay. I just
I
wanted
know,
to be
but
clear.
we're going into good
don't know how-
territory again.
I don't know how much of a boomer you actually are, so I didn't want to assume you knew where that was from.
We're going into more Gooner territory, though.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Give me more images to look up.
No, man. Like, she is the perfect amount of. I definitely can tell that you can use those as grips. Like, okay, look, chat. Unspeakable acts would be done because, god damn.
He doesn't know what what he's allowed to say, so he's
No, I
just gonna call
don't.
them unspeakable
No,
acts.
no, I don't. I do not know what legally on YouTube I am allowed to say other than I'd hit that.
You can say whatever you want as long as you bleep out the stuff you know you're not allowed to say.
Oh, bro, I don't know.
Then you can
We're
leave
not-
it up to the user's imagination.
Oh, okay, I don't know, and I'm not editing this. How about that?
Okay.
So anyway, those are some very.
Ooh, I found a chibi Emma Frost from
I'm
Newgrounds.
trying to find because
Do
like
you
I
guys
found
remember
like
Newgrounds?
Yes.
yes.
We're not going into Newgrounds, but I want to ask if anybody actually remembers.
Yes,
I'm
do.
trying to find something like because I saw something for because like
Yeah.
all gacha games currently are trying to outgoon one another, which is hilarious to me.
Nikkei already
like-
wins. Like, you might as well just go home.
Yeah.
Although Asia
like-
Lane kind of did it to the point where they got banned off of Play Store.
Wait,
Oh,
did it
really?
actually?
Yes, they did. They were told that they
Oh
had to
my God.
remove like 9-ish models, otherwise they were gonna
Wow.
get banned.
Part of me kind of misses Azure Lane, and then I'm like,
the other part
actually,
of
never
me,
mind.
the other part of me is like, bro, I would play this in public. And after the last little bit on Twitter they did like 2 years ago, where it was like Herka Durka cows, and I was like, bro,
Wait, Urkadurka cows. I have not.
I
played
know
Azure
exactly
Lane,
what ship you mean.
So I have no idea.
yes, she does. And how does she know
Fascinant.
that?
Are you?
Yes.
Are you talking about the howitzers on that ship when you mentioned that?
The caliber
For
on
those of
those
you who
calcium
like-
cannons did
Yeah.
not actively or accurately reflect the amount of how do I say this politely, Kirari? The traverse on those calcium cannons was rather large considering their size, and a lot of people on social media were trying to cancel the Asia Lane team for that. And then someone was like, hey, so the Asia Lane CEO is a lady. She is literally in her 30s, single, unmarried, and just likes to draw hot women because she's into that.
and approved it too. A woman approved it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then everyone was like, oh, well, we can't cancel this, so let's go home. And I was like, yes.
Well, I
They
mean,
gave
it's just
up.
the same thing. Don't yuck other people's yum, right?
Yeah.
If
Hold
this
on.
is, you would have known ahead of time if this game was not for you. If this content was not for you,
Yeah.
somebody putting out new stuff shouldn't offend you because you already know it's not for you. Why complain
It's
about
the same. It's the same with like Love and Deep Space, for example. Like in
Okay, but
the
that's
beginning of
Gooner
the
bait.
year. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you because like it definitely has its moments.
Yeah.
But like the thing that people were mad about at the beginning of the year was because Love and Deep Space added a period tracker. Right? This
Oh,
game
okay.
is catered to
What?
girls or women. And people were mad that they added a period tracker to it because it had something to do with sexuality, so it's Gooner bait.
What? That's stupid.
Yeah.
You
That's a
can't
normal
add
biological
anything about
function.
that. That is awful and terrible, and I am kidding. I'm perfectly comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's a natural human function. You
Yeah.
learn about it in health class. It's like, why is that offensive
But
to you?
I
Like,
will be honest, I find that kind of insulting.
In what way?
why is there not a male equivalent? So that's why you're insulted.
No, because like this totally goes into the whole most people that play this game are single females.
No.
So, wait, are you insulted on their behalf? Because
I
you
think
really shouldn't be.
I think that's kind of insulting. I feel like that's insulting.
you,
look,
uh,
I've had like
now,
3 of these
I will
IPAs.
say this, Shades.
Look,
I will say this:
No,
if
like-
you were able to actually experience that function
yeah,
of
what about
biology, then I would say sure. I would say sure, be offended, but you don't
insulted.
know.
Insulted because it feels like it's like, hey, so like we know you play this game, you're probably single.
But the period tracker has nothing to do with being single or not. It's
No,
also
it
just a
doesn't.
health thing.
Yeah,
Fair, but I see
I
it
don't know.
being broadcasted more towards that because
as
hold on, there's a tangent here. This because I
Yeah,
honestly
tangent,
don't
go.
care. It's a normal bodily function, and like every
Mhm,
partner I've ever been with, I'm like, hey babe, how you doing? And she's like, how do you fucking know that I am feeling this way? And I'm like, okay, look, here's the deal. Like I care about you. Like I enjoy you being comfortable, even though I know you're going to be uncomfortable. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, I feel like this might be a dig towards single ladies, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm
No, I
not
don't think it
seeing the
is.
connection. Really,
Or-
No.
honestly.
Or am I just weird and do I really care about my partners too much?
I don't think it's weird.
yeah.
Like again, I
think-
don't see the connection between it being catered towards single women,
Mhm.
mainly because it's like for me, for example, it's a health thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
bet.
I lose track of like just sorry if it's TMI. I lose track.
Bro,
of,
here's
like,
the deal.
no,
Talk
no,
about
no.
it. I don't care.
I have a teenage daughter. I know this stuff. As a man, I have to. 'Cause
Bro,
when I
talk
had to
about
go
it.
to
I
the
don't
store
care.
and buy her products for that time, like I told my daughter, I said, "This is a normal bodily function. I'm not embarrassed to go do this for you. Just tell me what you need, kid." I
Bro,
got you."
here's the. Okay, can we segue?
Sure. Let's segue.
segue.
Is it weird that dudes are like, bro, I don't want to know about this. I don't want to hear about this. Just figure it out. It's weird to me.
In what
Yeah.
context? Like an adult talking to a child that's going
No,
through it, or an adult talking
as an adult
anybody
male
going
talking
through
to an adult woman about this who you are seeing and sleeping with. Yes. Chat.
I could
look,
see maybe the first year or maybe even less, like 6 months, not talking about it. But like after that, you've probably shared a bathroom while the other one's using the toilet. At that
Mm.
point, it's just like whatever. It's like okay,
Nah, man,
yeah,
I'm
no, I know
talking
this
like-
is going on.
bro, like, I don't
Who
know.
are you
man.
dating that's sitting here describing in excruciating detail these things to you that tells you
So-
that you wouldn't be okay with it? Because
So,
as far
no
as I
one.
know, any partner that I've had has told me about it, but not gone into details. I'll be like, yeah, it's that
Mm.
time and it's blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well,
All right.
if you need something, just let me know.
All right, so my ex probably had endometriosis. And didn't actually attest for it. So when like it was her time of the month, it was truly a experience, which was putting it not bluntly, but putting it lightly. It was an experience, not a good experience, and it's just like, bruh. I don't understand how other dudes like on social media are like, bro, I don't want to talk about this. I don't know, man.
So wait, you don't understand why they don't want to talk about it?
No, I
I'm trying
don't,
to figure out if
because,
this is you're okay with talking about it.
I
so
am.
You don't understand how other men
I
are
am.
not okay with
I
it.
am very okay with this. I don't understand how other dudes are not comfortable with this. Because, like, look, if you've been with a chick for at least a month, you've seen it, you heard it, or it's been like, yeah.
Mm. I think it's kind of like, because I don't know why. Like it's always been like this. Like periods are like really taboo to think or to talk about for some reason because it's gross, or like I don't want to know about that shit. I don't have to deal with it. So it's like kind of your own thing. But like
Yeah.
the one thing I really like about like the Love and Deep Space like period tracker, for example, is that like the characters in the game will actually like, go out of their way to be like, hey, are you okay? Like, you feeling okay? This and that. And it's so cute. Like, genuinely, because, like, just from, like, comments and stuff that I've seen, like, on Twitter, for example, like, a lot of women have just never experienced that from, like, partners, boyfriends, whatever. And that's wild to me.
I don't know. If I'm currently single, but ladies, I'm currently single. But if I have my partner, like I would rather have an honest and open relationship, and you be able to talk to me about whatever it is. Just the same way as I would rather it be the same way for you. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna try to like hide it or something like that. Be like, look,
Right.
you can't if it's a problem that can be fixed, you got to talk about it to fix it. If it's a problem that can't be fixed and it's just something that happens, you got to know where people's boundaries are on it. And for that, you have to talk. Like, yeah, communication is key in every relationship,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
all the way from acquaintances to lovers. Just that spectrum. Communication is important.
read.
I think it's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Kind of
Which part?
strange the games are being accommodating like that, because I have never heard of a game being accommodating like that.
But that's the thing. Like,
Well,
for
that's
the
fucking
longest
cool.
time, fan service has been so catered towards men.
Yeah.
Like, obviously,
It has.
obviously, I'm in my 30s. And for the longest time, having a husbando in, like, anime communities and stuff was like, yeah, I guess I like this one male character that shows up for, like, 5 minutes in that one show, in that one episode. Great. And then Free happened, and, like, Kuroshitsuji happened, or Black Butler. And frigging, holy crap, like...
Okay.
Like, I grew up like appreciating like female bodies a lot more for the sake of like there was not much else to appreciate in the anime community.
God, no.
I can see that.
Been
Or, like,
anime
just
watchers
engage.
since 1998. God, no, there hasn't been.
Since we're kind of semi on the subject of gooning and husbandos, my sister, she used to have a body pillow of both. Don't choke there, buddy. Don't choke.
No, like you just transitioned, and it was just like that was funny to me. I'm sorry.
Like I used to joke with my sister
right.
for her birthdays that I would buy an adult attachment for her body pillow for her husbando.
Those exist.
They do.
Oh God.
And most of you are just like, why would you even joke like that with your sister? Well, you gotta. If you have a good family, you're all open with each other, and you know when you're joking. It's but yeah, no.
No, I get that.
My sister was gooning for her body pillow. That's all. That's what I'm getting at here.
I get
Fair.
that.
I've been eyeing a body pillow of a Final Fantasy character.
Ooh,
which one?
We were when we were playing Final Fantasy on Thursday. We were talking about
I heard.
daddies and mommies. Yeah,
I have found
there's
Dad Cred. Dad Cred.
Dad Cred is pretty good. He gets worse and then he gets better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it.
All
yeah,
right.
no spoilers for the doggo. He's still
right,
a baby.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. No, my I call him my wife because
Yeah,
Ah!
sure.
Not Thancred. My
Oh, no,
favorite
I know.
character. I call him my wife because he's wife material.
My wife.
So I call him my wife.
That's
And
fine.
he's so
If that's
cute.
how your
And
relationship evolved, then that's how it is,
yeah,
right?
he's
So,
adorable.
who's your
Okay.
wife?
My wife is Grahatia. He's adorable. And I
Ah,
love him very
dude.
much.
Dude, like, oh man, Grahatia became a heartthrob as soon as he came out. Like
Uh
everyone and their
mm,
brother were after that man. Like, wha-
I will say
Who?
I liked him before he was
you'll
cool.
learn who Grahatia is.
I
Yeah.
bet.
hmm I liked him before he was cool. Back in the realm
Yeah.
reborn.
There were I now I can't say anything because Shades is here.
Yeah,
there were some
hi,
things
I
that were
am.
kind of confusing about his story timeline wise
Mm.
that like they tried to explain in cutscenes, but it sort of just seemed like time and relatively in dimension, so it's hardest
Mm.
situation. Like it doesn't this man
What?
exists but doesn't exist, and it's just like yeah, he's
What?
Schrodinger's cat. That's all I'm saying.
I love him.
Schrodinger's Grahatia.
I have 2, or actually I have 4. So he has 2 like acrylic stands,
Okay.
like official acrylic stands.
Yeah.
I own both twice.
Okay. One is
Damn.
for showing and one is for collecting. I understand.
He's
That.
like I bought them because I really wanted them.
Mhm.
And then I realized they were on pre-order and I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll wait until like February, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
And then they went back up on like the Square Enix website and I was like, okay, but I can also just get them right now. So I bought them on the Square Enix store and then I didn't cancel my pre-order. So I
Oh, no.
No.
twice. Consciously,
okay.
I did that consciously.
Yeah.
I made a choice to not cancel my pre-order.
Okay.
So are you saying that you would end up getting a Daki of him as well?
Yeah, I am eyeing one.
Yeah. Yeah. Shades. Who
Yeah.
what, so far in Final Fantasy, who would you get a Daki of?
Ugh.
Huh? Chat, let
I
me tell
have
you,
a
he'd
feeling-
get a Daki of Minfilia. That's who you'd get a Daki of, because right now, that
Yes.
is who he had called mommy.
Yes, that is the only
Fair,
one.
fair.
Because Ophelio's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
He did have a complaint about her breathing, though, in a cutscene.
What do you mean?
So when you said, "Hey, so she's breathing and her whole entire chest is moving, but like the calcium cannons aren't moving,"
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that.
he's like, "I have a problem with that. Why isn't it realistic?" And I was like, "Shades, this game is like 10 years
Yeah,
old,
those
like,
cutscenes especially.
Oh my
those are
god.
old.
No, like you can see the chest like raising and lowering
Mhm.
with the breathing, and it's just like it's stretching out the armor, and I'm like, that's not how armor work. Shades unga bunga, one bang, ooh,
Mm,
and I'm just like, bro,
valid.
come on,
Shades is looking to do something with the bone."
yes,
I bought like they had like magnets of like some
Okay.
of the characters a little while
Mhm.
back and I missed out on the pre-order for that one. And I ended up getting Graha's magnet for like
Damn.
3 times the price of eBay.
oh no,
You know, I
It
kind
was
of wish
worth
they would
it.
have more pop-up cafes in the States for like things like Final Fantasy, like they do in Japan and over I don't know if you guys have them in the EU, but
Not all.
like those pop-up cafes where you can go and eat meals inspired by that thing, and you can also you can get loot. I'm just gonna call it loot because that's what it is.
It
It's
is loot.
it's something that we get to put in our Dragon's Hoard, guys.
Yeah.
Comment section, because Shade says we don't call them out enough.
No,
Comment
you
section,
guys
what
do
kind
not.
of loot? What kind of loot do you have in your Dragon's Hoard from your favorite IP?
And with that comment section, we'll see you next time. Because it's been like an hour and a half almost. We gotta
Oh, shit.
like
Yeah,
spread out
you've
the
been-
content a little bit,
Enjoying our company, and just think this is gonna be a bitch day.
right? I'm not gonna edit this. I want you to know that we don't edit this. We just do
Yep.
it live. I'm not cutting it out. I'm not cutting it
Yes.
out. I'm not.
He wants to be the Joe Rogan of VTubers.
Not even. I'm just like that is a good kind of thing to go for. Like you just throw it out unedited, uncut, raw. Not like steak. Look, don't eat steak raw, okay?
Excuse me, sir. Have you not heard of steak tartare?
Yeah, that's how you get mad cow disease. Don't do
Ooh.
that.
It's not necessarily how you get mad cow disease.
Who's got
That'd be just
fucking
like saying-
birds in the background?
Don't
know.
distract me. I might leave and chase them. Okay, they're my birds. I don't own birds. They're birds that are outside my window.
Ah.
Holy
I
shit.
have a cat who loves sleeping in my window, and he wanted it open, so it's open.
Fair.
All right, here's the
Valid.
comment section. If you've got anything that you want us to talk about next time, that is not going to be the second podcast we do after we get done with this one, leave it in the comment section. We'll get to it in a couple weeks. If not, I think that's a wrap, right?
Sure.
Think
Just
so.
make sure.
Yeah.
Just make sure you wrap it. It's good. We got it. Wrap. Got it.
Holy shit, this is not called pilot. I am concerned. So anyway, we'll see you next week. Bye. Every episode. Hold on, not every episode.
Bye.
Episodes every Tuesdays. We'll see you later.